How's it going, Yoni?
Going great.
You described yourself, you told me before that you've built many location-based AR experiences.
Yeah,
So I was wondering, can you quickly take me through your brief career history? Because location-based AR itself is a new thing. So
it's a brand new thing.
how did you
Yeah,
get into it and, what did you do for the past few years?
yeah. I became a software engineer in San Francisco through a coding bootcamp, General Assembly, and soon after that, A-Frame came out. For those of you who don't know A-Frame, A-Frame is a wrapper around 3JS and allowed web developers, front-end developers, to build at first virtual reality experiences and then later augmented reality experiences. And when it came out, it blew my mind. It allowed me and allowed developers around the world to explode the tyranny of the rectangle, to go beyond just 2 dimensions, to build in 3 dimensions. For so many web developers, you learn it just, years and years of building websites, you just ingrained like a website is 2 dimensions. You can just only go up and down. You can't really go in, out. You can't explore to see what's over there and what's over there. And I think also my love for video games, 3D worlds and virtual worlds and video games really pushed me to like think like how can we combine open world games and open world environments with 2D websites.
Wow, that's an ambitious question.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at a couple of these location-based AR projects that you've built.
Okay.
So, uh, timeless journey, a timeless Chateau de Vincent.
Yeah.
Can you describe what are we
You got
looking
that
at
right.
here?
You pronounced it perfectly.
Thank
So,
you.
actually, that's the neighborhood where I live. It's right outside of Paris, and there's a castle, the chateau, which is like a 2-minute walk from my house. It's a great part of living in Paris, right? Just
Wow.
castles, all around. And there was a hackathon for Eighth Wall a few months ago, and I thought this was a great opportunity to build a location-based AR experience. And so I used Eighth Wall's VPS to localize on the gate of the castle so that when you scan the gate, it creates this portal effect. And
Mm-hmm.
so it invites the user to like kind of walk through this portal into this magical world. You walk through the portal and the kind of the AR experience starts really. And what happens is that two things. One is an AI character comes to life. It's created by in-world AI. And I created this character that has like all the knowledge about the castle,
Mm.
has some like characteristics of like a French aristocrat, has some personality, and you can either talk or chat any questions that you have with him, and then he can respond. And that's great. And then also I found a 3D model of the castle on Sketchfab, and so you can use slam tracking to place the castle and turn around and scale it. It's really, really cool because it's great for the kind of navigation. Like, oh, there's the keep. There's the keep. I know where to go. Or there's the church. Oh, I can see the church is over there. And so it combines slam tracking, AI, and VPS to create this AR experience.
I can imagine, I don't know about you, but I can imagine a lot of use cases, business use cases here, where, companies, brands, or locations that want to attract visitors
Yeah.
to, just come and get an extra enhanced experience, right? More than just a brochure.
At the last AWE in Vienna a few months ago, I gave a talk on the future of luxury retail. And a lot of that
Oh,
was about location-based AR and AI. And so I kind of painted a picture of what the future might look like in a luxury store. And so you might have, VPS on the exterior of the building, and something magical happens. AI character appears, invites you in and can answer questions that you have or point out to specific parts of the store. Maybe encourage the user to go on a scavenger hunt, find certain articles of clothing, get a special discount. All these really amazing interactive things that I think will give stores a really step up from their competitors.
yeah. Okay. The second video, let's see. Now I'm looking at, what are we looking at here? Luxor.
Yeah. So this was I think my first location-based AR project. This
Mm.
is a year and a half ago when Eighth Wall first released VPS, and they invited Atomic and me to have beta access to it, to try it out. And instantly, I knew like how where I wanted to do it. I love this monument in Paris. It has such a rich history. It's over 2,000 years old. Napoleon kind of nicked it from Egypt when he went down there. And it was supposed to be actually in front of the Louvre, but instead they put it there. And what I wanted to do was to embed it with kind of magic. And
Mm.
I'm a huge fan of Stargate SG-1, an old show from the early 2000s.
Yep, I
And
know
I
it.
had several colleagues who were also fans. And we're like, how can we kind of use that theme of the Stargate and those kind of neon and the soundtrack, to really make this monument come alive? And that's what we did. And we made like an awesome video, and the rest of the team at Atomic did an awesome job with like the sound effects and the 3D modeling and all that stuff.
That does look cool. I'm playing it over and over again here. Okay. All right. And the third one, soundscapes of the pyramid. What are we
Yeah.
looking at here?
So here, I wanted to combine location-based AR and shared AR and kind of multiplayer augmented reality. And I wanted to like figure out, could we do something that you could do together, in any space, like in your office or in your home, at the pyramids in Giza and at the pyramid in front of the Louvre. And that's what we
Mm.
did. And so I worked a lot with our music composer at Atomic, and we came up with this idea of, with up to 4 users, you're able to kind of make a music symphony by pressing certain buttons and having like certain amount of people. And the buttons you press create different music, create special light effects on top of the pyramid. And so it turned out really, really cool. And it was like kind of the first time we had created this cooperative experience that was kind of based on certain locations.
I don't understand the how the connection between the two places. Are they how are they connected? And are you saying that if somebody's in Egypt and somebody's in Paris,
You do need to be localized. Like all 4 people need to be in Egypt, like or like in front playing together. It's just that you can do this experience with your friends either at like in front of the pyramids in Giza, in front of the pyramids, in front of the Louvre, or just you can place a pyramid in your room, and you'll see the same pyramids all together with different special light effects and
wow.
different sounds. Yeah. As
Okay.
you can see from the past 2 examples, I'm like a real big fan of like Egyptology, and Egypt-based monuments.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a fascinating culture that
Yeah,
we still don't know much about. I think about it all the time. Like, how the heck did they figure out all these things that we still don't
yeah,
know how they did? Cool. All right. So, just looking to the future, what are you excited about right now in this field?
yeah. I think there's 2 forces that I think are really, really powerful. I think it's location-based AR and AI. Um, we've only had maybe a year and a half, maximum 2 years of location-based AR. So I think we've only scratched the surface of what's possible. I think agencies, companies are starting to realize that it's possible, not only to do outdoor exterior on monuments, but also to do interiors. I don't think we've seen a lot of that, but it is possible. Um, I think that with location-based AR, we can, what I like to say is like embed the physical world with magic and awe and wonder. Like that's why I do this, right? I love to see that wow effect. The eyebrows raised, the big eyes, like, oh my God, this is possible. I've never seen this before.
Hmm.
Uh, Nexus Studio did a really great experience last year with the band Gorillas in Times Square, in Piccadilly Circus, where they had the giant characters, avatars of the band members playing on top of the buildings. And it was spectacular. It was really amazing.
Hmm.
And I think, you know, especially when you can make these giant AR experiences, in front of stadiums, on top of buildings, on top of bridges. Um, People are just wowed.
Yeah.
And then with AI, we briefly talked about before of some of the possibilities. Um, but I really, there's so many things you can do with AI, but I really like AI characters. Um, there is, you could do animal-based characters or humanoid-based characters that can talk to the user and really have a, longer engagement period. I think most AR experiences, you'll be lucky to get from anywhere from like 30 seconds to, maximum 2 minutes, right? Um, and there's a variety of reasons, why that is the case. But with AI characters, all of a sudden, like that experience can be, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. And like there's a reason to come back because you know that it's going to be new, that it's something different the next time you come back, right? You have another question you want to ask. So I think that the engagement period is going to go much higher with AI characters involved.
Oh, that's a great point. Yeah, AI characters can extend the AR experience from beyond 60 seconds.
Yeah,
All right, Yoni, merci beaucoup.
it was great talking to you. And I look forward to the future with Immersal, and I can't wait to use your technology.